show you some basic dog grooming secrets. Let's consider this a workshop. She is a Shih Tzu mix. She typically is groomed, you're usually groomed about every 8 weeks. So they put it off a little bit, but she's been having some health problems and she hasn't been able to be groomed. And Chubbs, it's been like 2.5 months. It's been a while. Chubbs has a lot of coat. She's actually not matted, which is wonderful. But unfortunately, the client likes Chubbs to have a short haircut. We leave a cute little face, fluffy ears, fluffy tail, and we take the body and the legs down with a 7 blade. What that's gonna do is basically give her a low maintenance haircut. So there will be no brushing really involved for mom or dad. That's what works for them. Chubbs is completely an indoor dog. She goes out to go pee and poo, and that's about it. I thought this would be a great groom to share with you guys as beginners. If you are a beginner groomer and interested in knowing how to do a simple pet trim, this is the one for you today, guys. Addie, and we have her sister down here carrying on too. We're gonna go through the steps and the methods to a basic dog groom. The first step when I get a dog in is to brush through them. And now I already told you that I'm taking her down with a 7, so I really wouldn't need to brush her, right? Wrong. I am brushing her to remove any dander from her skin so that as I'm doing my pre-clip, I'm going to clip most of this hair off before the bath so I don't have to dry all this hair when I'm only going to be clipping it off anyway, right? I am going to brush her hair right now because I am actually stimulating the skin. I want to rejuvenate the skin in the bath. That's going to be another step I'm going to share with you guys, so stay put. However, I am brushing Chubbs out just to stimulate her skin and coat before I pre-clip her with a 7, which is going to be our next step. So now we are going to just pluck the hair out of these ears, guys. I can do it with my fingers, pretty much. She doesn't have a lot, but I'm just removing the hair that's inside of her ear canal, the hair that I can reach. Okay, so and we got the hair out of there. We plucked that out very easily. I'm going to clean her ears after the bath. The reason I did after the bath is because in case any water were to get into Chubbs' ears during the bathing process, the ear cleaning solution will kill any bacteria that may have gotten in there. It'll keep it from becoming any type of ear infection or ear problem like that. So that's it. Look, I just removed that. And we will be cleaning them out with an ear cleansing solution made for dogs right after the bath. So guys, I am using a clipper back system to do a 7 clip down on Chubbs. And this is the next step in our grooming workshop. I'm going to remove her from her grooming lead for a second. We are starting at the base of the skull, which is called the occiput. And we're going with the lay of the coat with a 7 blade. And I tip her little nose down like this so that she is arched in a way that I can easily clip through her. Now remember, this is a pre-clip. She has a very soft coat, so it's not going to be beautiful when I'm done doing the pre-clip because I still have to work her skin and coat in the tub. She has a lot of dander and just build up in her coat because she has so much coat. It has allowed buildup, which will prevent my pre-clip from looking wonderful. It's not going to look wonderful. So we will do a finished clip after she's washed and dried. Those steps are coming up, guys, so stay put. But this is a simple haircut that basically anybody could perform at home. And I'm going to show you how to tie it all together in the end as well. This is going to be a full groom that you guys can use as steps to achieving grooming at home or for the beginner groomer. Now I am going with the lay of the coat. You always want to be careful. This is her flank skin.
When you're coming off the flank skin, you want to come straight off it, not into it. That's important. It's a good little tip. I want you guys to be aware of that. Now we're going to come down this back leg here. I'm going to come pick up the leg. I have her leg in the palm of my hand, and I'm just running straight down the leg. It's that simple, guys. She's standing in a comfortable position, which allows me to get to the leg. It's that simple. Now what I'm going to do is turn her around this way so you guys can see. We're going to lift up that tail. You can see she has a little bit of matting here. I'm going to clean this up with a 10 blade, so we're just going to ignore it for now. Just a little bit of matting here, so I'm going to be very careful. I'm pretty sure I can get that with this 7 blade, and it's gone. I'm going to come down the inside of her leg. This is an easy way to get to the inside of the leg. If your dog has trouble standing, there are other ways that you can position your dog, but this works just fine for Chubbs. We have now pre-clipped her back leg. We're going to move to the front leg. You know you want to show everybody how beautiful you are. Yes, you are. You're helping everybody groom, Chubbs. Yeah, you're special. So coming around the head, we start under right where the Adam's apple is, and we will clip everything from the corner of the ear to the Adam's apple. That's what we're taking off. The rest will be left as head assembly, and I will show you what we're going to do with that in another step. Still coming down with the lay of the coat. You see that, guys? Good job, babe. And coming down her chest, just like so. We're going to just pull this leg out nice and gently. Just run the clipper down the inside of her leg here. Now we're going to come down the top of her leg, the top of her foot. We're going to take all this off with a 7. We're going to hold that leg out, and we're going to come down the side. We're going to come down the back. We've just pre-clipped Chubb's front leg. Now what do? We're going to hold this little leg up. We're going to come from the chest, under the belly, all with the lay of the coat. Be careful on that armpit with a 7. We can clean this out with a 10, guys, okay? With the lay of the coat, here we come under the belly, and we have just managed to pre-clip this whole side of Chubbs. I'm going to get her back on her grooming lead so I can show you guys. So right now we have a head assembly that we're going to be working with. We have a pre-clipped body and legs. We still have to shave these pads. I actually do that after the bath. I just feel it's more effective that way. I will wash those pads really good in the bath. I'm going to show you how we're going to get her very clean in the tub. We still have a full tail, and we're keeping this full tail. We're going to keep these full ears. The next thing I'm going to do for pre-clipping is set the length on Chud's head. I have switched over to a 10 blade on my Wall Cam 10 clipper, and I'm using a 0 wall stainless steel comb, and I'm going to come from the occiput forward, just like this. We're just setting the length of the hair on Chud's head, okay? You can set this length to whatever length you want. Now we do have some matting here, so let's work this out. Good job. Now I'm going to come straight up the side with the same comb. We're setting the length. This is a little hard to do for camera purposes. Under the jaw. And yes, Chubbs is an amazing dog to work with. I would take 100 Chubbs. They can't all be as easy to work with as this wonderful little girl. Okay? Now, I didn't trim this side of her with a 7 yet, but you'll get the picture here in a second. I've only really pre-clipped the one side of Chubbs. But we're coming straight up the muzzle, straight up the side. Just be careful around the eyes. You don't want to be too aggressive with these combs. They're a little pointy. You certainly wouldn't want to poke your puppy in the eye, okay? It's not a typical thing that happens, but I just want to make you aware of it. Okay, so now we've set the length. We've only set the length. We're going to scissor Chubs. We're also going to be cleaning all this out with a 10. And we're going to do that after the bath as well. So stay put, my friends. Now Chubs is ready for the bath. We have pre-clipped the length on her head. We still have quite a bit of finishing work to do here, but at this point, this is what I do before the bath. We plucked her ears. Remember, guys? We plucked the hair out of the ears. So we're going to clean those ears after her bath, just in case any water gets in there. But we're very careful about that in the tub, not to get water in her. We've pre-clipped her as best we can with a 7. We've brushed her out prior to clipping, pre-clipping that is, to stimulate the skin. Now it's time to really work that skin and coat in the tub. We're going to be using the tub leash that I made on Chubs today. I'm going to demonstrate that. This is simple paracord bungee. How this works is we put this around Chubs like an adjustable leash. Then we bring it underneath Chubs, under her armpits, under both armpits, and we loop it back through that loop. And we have just made a much safer tub harness for Chubs. We are going to be doing 3 steps, actually 4 steps in the tub. We are going to do a facial scrub on Chubs in this area to clean up all the debris around her eyes and mouth. We're also going to be giving her a pre-wash just with the gentle Tropiclean hypoallergenic shampoo. It is fall right now and a lot of dogs are reacting to things outside and change of season, so I pretty much, in my bathing system right now, I am using the hypo shampoo across the board. We're going to rinse those pads really good, rinse those feet. We know they're very dirty. Remember I showed you her feet? I'm going to soak them up. We're going to clean them real good. We're going to get that backside nice and rinsed so we can get it good and clean. You want to over-rinse prior to bathing and over-rinse everything off of the dog after you've washed them. Now I'm going to get her face wet. I'm covering her nose because I really want to get this wet in there. We're going to hold these ears down. No, they don't always cooperate in the tub. What do we expect? We're going to use this Davis facial scrub on her right now. I'm going to demonstrate this one for you. I'm always using the Tropiclean. I'm going to demonstrate this one. It is just as effective as the Tropiclean, and it's safe around the eyes. It won't burn the eyes, and it's a very good facial scrub. It cleans all that debris out. Now I like to let this sit on there for a little bit, so I am doing this first because now I'm going to go and wash the rest of her while this sort of bakes off a lot of the crusty stuff around her eyes and her mouth. And if there's anything left, I'll take a small little end of a comb and I will just gently remove it because it'll soften everything up. Good job, baby. So we've got her face scrubbed really good. And guys, this is important. A lot of people think, wow, you can really wash a dog's face like that? Absolutely. With safe products, you can wash a dog's face like this. Step 2 is I'm going to be using my bathing system. Is to give her an overall wash. She's going to get 2 washes today. I'm going to use a degreaser on her too, because she had such buildup, skin, itch, dander, stuff like that. I like to wash them twice. So this is my Prima bathing system. Usually this is good enough to just use the Prima bathing system with 1 wash. But Chubs is lucky. She's going to get another product in the tub today just to make sure she's good and clean. And that product is made by Davis as well as the facial scrub was. Their degreased shampoo. I absolutely love it. Now I mix that in a bowl and I will show you how I apply that to her in just a second. As soon as we get her all clean with her first wash to get those pads nice and clean. So coming up to the neck and come down off the ears like this. I'm going to try to avoid getting water inside of the ears. This product, I can get close to her eyes and, you know, just don't want to shoot it in her eyes because this is a hypo product. It's probably just as gentle as that facial scrub because I'm using a hypoallergenic Tropic Clean product. That's my shampoo right now anyway. We're going to grab a loofah. You like that? And I have pre-mixed 1 tablespoon in a dog bowl. And we're just going to dip it in there and we're going to start cleaning her. This product here, I love this product. It is not safe to get in their eyes. They suggest you don't get it in their eyes, so we're not getting it in her eyes. Scrub those pads really good everywhere. In the armpits, we're scrubbing every little ounce of chubs with this degreased shampoo, and it is actually rather gentle, very effective. She had a very dirty bum, so we are going to clean that bum. She says, oh man, we're going to clean these pads really good. You can see how wonderful this product lathers. That was 1 tablespoon of soap, not soap, shampoo, of the degreased shampoo that I mixed with water. And look at the results that it's producing. And this will just eat away the grime off of her skin, telling you it's wonderful. Degrease is a wonderful product around the ears because we know they get a lot of yucky stuff around there. Plus, dogs typically get dirty around their ears because their ears often fall into their food or whatever. We just don't want to get this product in her eyes. Our next step in the tub, we're going to rinse the majority of this off, and I'm going to condition her. I recommend you condition every dog every time. It just helps to balance out the skin and coat. It helps you to be able to get through the skin and coat with your trimming and your brushing and your fluff drying. So now we're going to rinse chubs. Hold the nose down. And I only rinse that for a second. I'll move on to another part. But I do need to make sure that I thoroughly rinsed out of her anything out of her eye area and her mouth. You just got to get in there and do it, guys. That's how you rinse their faces. Don't be afraid of the face. Keep that ear hanging down and the water will run right off the ear. You don't want the water running into the ear. Yeah, but you don't have to thoroughly rinse the shampoo off. We rinsed the majority off. Now we're going to condition. I've pre-mixed my conditioner. This is a Davis conditioner as well. This is their Pure Planet something. And it's dilutable. It's pre-mixed. You want to get those ears nice and conditioned, the beard, everywhere. And these dilution bottles are so awesome and make it easy to apply product to your dogs. These mixing bottles are very inexpensive. They're linked in the description. All your products are dilutable. You know, that degreaser was dilutable, my shampoo's dilutable, my conditioner's dilutable. It's all dilutable. And I like to let this conditioner, any conditioner, sit on my dogs for, you know, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Just let it do its job in the skin. Now I'm going to take the large end of a comb and I'm just going to comb the face a little bit. I know there was debris build up. It's all come out very easily. We're going to comb through these little ears. This is just going to comb that conditioner through and make her face so easy to scissor finish and fluff dry. It's just, it's great to use combs in the tub. Even just to run them down their body like this, it gently is so stimulating for their skin, okay? And their coat. A good bath comb like this is wonderful. Now this is part of the tools that I was sent when I did the demo on the Zionor tools, but you can buy this individually through Amazon. but everything's linked in the description. We're gonna heavily rinse her with lukewarm water to cool water. Okay, guys? Never too warm, never too hot. It opens up the pores and invites bacteria to get into their skin, because there is always bacteria in water, remember? So lukewarm to cool water to rinse your dog. You can also pinch that ear against the side of her face so we can thoroughly rinse the side of her face. But you need to thoroughly rinse your dog. You want to get all the product off your dog every time, guys. Very, very important. Now Chubbs is out of the tub. I am toweling her off as best as possible. And don't be shy about that, guys. You want to get as much moisture and water off of your pet as possible. I have my stand dryer warming up. You may not have a stand dryer, and that's fine. This is how I'm going to dry Chubbs. As you can see with us pre-trimming her, she's not going to take a long time to dry, that's for sure. Now we're going to clean her ears, and I use a Bark to Basics ear cleaning solution in one of these mixing bottles, but this is not dilutable. It's 100%. Take a cotton ball, I pull it in half. I'm going to put a good amount of this solution on the cotton ball, and we're going to do not get the product in their eyes. We are going to clean out those ears now really good. As far in as we can see, we're wiping with this cotton ball, okay? We're going to continue to wipe until the cotton ball is clean. And we're also squeezing a lot of that fluid down in her ear. So when she shakes, like that, she shook out a little bit of debris. Now we're going to use the other half of that cotton ball, and we're going to try to wipe out any dirt. Look, it's looking much better. You see that, guys? And that's how simple it is to clean your dog's ear. Like that. Now I'm going to use my Miller's Forge nail trimmers, my favorite, to trim Chubb's nails. Tip the foot back a little. As you can see, her pads are really hairy. And I am just trimming till I see a little black dot, like that. That's far enough. And we're good. Here. You're just taking that little hook off, okay? But there is a method to the madness. You can see a little dot in the nail. That's far enough. The dew claw, you'll need to use your other finger to push it forward. Off it goes. Then I will just gently move Chubbs under the air. Make sure the air is not too hot. I always check it. And I'm going to fluff dry this little girl with a brush, which will straighten out this hair nice and pretty, make her look great. Now, stand dryers are positionable, so that makes it convenient. To get in here between the eyes, I'm just going to lift it with a comb, dry it, get it nice and dry and clean. We're going to trim all that out in a little bit. I just want to make sure everything's nice and clean. Next thing we're going to do, guys, she's all dried, brushed out, clean, but we have these terrible little pads. They are matted. Well, they're a little bit matted, but we cleaned them out really good. But I'm going to trim those pads nice and clean with a 30 blade on my KM 10. Use whatever clipper you want. This is a detachable clipper with a detachable blade. Detachable means I can take it off and put a different blade on. So we got our 30 on. We're going to take a look at this little pad. I do have my clipper back system hooked up, and I'm going to take everything off that she would be standing on. Does that make sense? Alright, and then when it comes to this little V area where all that hair is, we're going to come at it in a V shape. Gently. Don't push hard with a 30 blade. It's a very close clip. Now you can see how clean that pad is, guys. So we have cleaned out the pads of this little girl. so that when she stands, she's standing on the pad of her foot again and not a bunch of hair that's going to cause her to slip around. So let's clean this one out. Good girl. Chaps, you are the best. I wish they were all as easy to work with as you are. She is so laid back and so good. So you see there, guys, everything that she's going to be standing on, taken off the 30. There is a tendon right here. That's why we come at it in a V shape, like so. Because we want to avoid that tender little tendon right there. And now we have a very nice, clean pack. And that's all the 30 blade work I'm going to do on this dog. I changed to a number 5. Remember we did a 7 on the body? I'm going to show you how to remove these little clipper marks that are left because we trimmed a dirty coat. We're going to use a number 5. You can see these little lines here. We did pre-clip her with a 7, but we can clearly see some clipper lines. There's a way to make them disappear. So we used a 7 with the lay of the coat. When we go against the lay of the coat, it clips shorter. So now we have a number 5, which is the next longest blade to a 7. And with our number 5, we're just going to go over the clipper marks only with a 7 to even out that clip. Can you see that? They're just going to go disappear. It's like a little eraser. Okay, we don't really need to go over the entire dog again with a 5 because the 7 flipped it pretty nice and short. It's okay. But we're just erasing those clipper lines. Do the same thing, you know, on the little legs. Like those little legs, tidy all that up. We're going to cut in the armpit with a 10. Get that nice and clean. No worry about that. So it just evens everything up nicely. So we'll see. What needs to get cleaned up, that's all. We're going to be doing all the finishing work in a minute, guys, but our next step is our turn blade work. So stay put for that. Use your thumbs to kind of stretch the skin up a little so you can get a nice clip and make it look nice and smooth and even. We're going to clean all this up with a 10, so just hang in there. How we remove our clipper lines and chubs. This is our finished clipping work. I'm going to brush through them just to smooth out. Your slipper brush will smooth out any clipper lines as well. This is going to be 10 blade work as well. That's coming right up. Now we have a number 10 blade on, guys. And I'm going to clean out right here at Addie's eyes so that she can see. And this just collects a lot of buildup. So we're going to take that out. So I'm going to hold the brow hair back with my finger above her eyes. And we're taking this out in an inverted V. 1 scoop, 2 scoops. Just like that. That out, right? Okay, but we're not done. Now we're going to lift the ear back and hold it nicely back against her head. I'm just going to clean off this earlobe only. Just the earlobe. Remember there's a flap right here. All dogs have it. Stay away from that with your clipper. Okay, this is just to allow for venting in her ear. Good job, honey. Same thing over here. Hold everything else back with my thumb so that I'm clearly clipping what needs to be clipped and protecting the rest of her hair. Now, more 10 blade work is in the armpits. So, with Chubb standing like this. I'm going to hold her little arm out. And I'm just going to clean up in the armpit what I couldn't get with my 7, because that's not a safe area to put with your 7. You see this loose skin? Anywhere there's loose skin, it's not safe to go in there with a 7. It's safer to go in with a 10. Blank has loose skin. There's loose skin back here. All those areas. And be careful with a 7 blade. Alright, so now we're going to trim around her privates to give her her sanitary trim with a 10. Hold your tail up. We're going to go away from the anus, just like so. Clean all that up so she's nice and clean. Okay? And the private area, I'm going to scoop towards me and then scoop back towards me that way. And she actually has some matting here, guys. A number 10 will take it right off safely. A 30 is way too short in here, guys. It will cause major lead irritation for your pets. And I like to clean all this off in there. As you can see, that was matted. So it's safe to get at mats with a 10 because it gets close enough to the skin to remove the mat, as well as it will not grab the skin in the blade. Because the teeth are finer, they're closer together. So I'll show you. They're much closer together than, say, a 7 blade. So you can see the 7 blade, there's more blade to catch skin. Because from here to here is just length. So there's a big difference between a 7 and a 10. Some matting in there. And then just take it right off of the 7. She's good. Now, the only thing left to do with Chuck is scissor finish work. I'm using a curved shear, which is a 8. I think it's an 8 or 8.5. And a thinning shear. And a comb. Now we're going to comb her brow forward, and from the corner of the eye to the corner of the eye, we're going to trim her brow. shear. One was a thinner, one was a straight shear. A de-shedding rake and a back rake. Right at the base of here. We're going to do some scissor over pole. And that all towards the brow. Comb is protecting her as well, as you can see. And right at the occiput, we're scissoring. Scissor over comb. Left to do is for us to trim at the base of her tail and trim around her feet. So if we want to tidy anything up here, which I kind of like the way it looks, I might just come up here with my thinner and thin that a little so that when she goes to the bathroom, it stays a little cleaner. And I also think I'm going to trim the length of her tail a little bit, okay? So we can do that by taking our straight shear and then feel the bone of the tail. The bone of the tail is right here. So we always want to be aware of where that is. Now we can thin a lot of this off just to make it look a little more natural. And there's our tail, a pretty little fluff tail. And now for these feet, we're going to, good job, take our curved shears and we're just going to trim off anything that is changing the shape of the foot that we want it to appear to be. Trim around the outline of the foot, basically. And that's it. Now I'm going to take my thinners, I'm going to brush anything up, and anything that's sticking out, because we pretty much did a clip down on her, we're just going to thin it away. Make it disappear. This is such an easy trim. Same thing for this foot. I'm just going to thin off anything that we couldn't quite get to with the clipper, just to make it disappear. Good job. We're going to take our straight shear and we're going to trim this here. Be very careful of the pad and that knuckle. So be very careful and be very aware of where those things are. You'll be fine. Flip the top of the foot. Just going to trim off anything. Use your brush to brush up anything that is sticking out. Good girl. And trim it off. Go around the outline of the foot, around it, so that you're not cutting across it this way. These are
thinner to just thin off anything that doesn't belong. Gus, are you tired? Gus is yawning. We're just scissoring everything off that doesn't fit the shape. It's okay, baby. Yeah, I know. You are an amazing little girl. Amazing little girl. I know you're tired too. And that's that. This is Chubbs all finished. Huh? Look at this beautiful face. Say no more hair in my eyes. I can see. My ears are nicely vented and clean. My paw pads are nice and clean, and I can walk on my pads and not a bunch of hair. And my little butt ski is all clean and no more poopy. Yes, and I'm so beautiful. And it's a clip down. This is a beginner trim, guys, but it's something you can all do if you need to. And this is how you get it done.
It is absolutely my pleasure to share with you the secrets of the grooming industry so you can provide quality care for your beloved pets at home. Because together we are going to increase the bond you share with your pet and add even more value to their lives.